I've always tried my best to stay away from negativity. Negativity can come in many different forms. There's obvious negativity, like growing up around people who tend to be negative, violent, drugs, gangs. I didn't exactly grow up in a bad neighborhood, but I did grow up in a troubled family. And being someone who suffers from schizoid personality disorder, it doesn't take a lot for negativity to just simply ease its way in my life. Because, you see, I'm very introverted from a intellectual, intuitive, creative type of individual. But it's not in a healthy genius type of way. It's more in a psychotic, fantasy prone, mental disorder kind of way. You see, the type of negativity that, it that tends to invite itself around me is that dealing with things that are not of the natural world. I mean, they're of the natural world, they influence the natural world, they inflect the natural world, but they're not of the natural world. I'm talking about things of the occult. Just the other day, I was raking the yard. It's springtime, so we have those pine trees where those like spike little balls fall off the tree during the spring, and I have to rake them up in my front yard. And it was getting dark. This happened a couple nights ago. It was getting dark, and there's I don't live in the subdivision. I live kind of in the classic old house. I don't live in a subdivision like basically where the houses are just cramped up together. I have actually live in a traditional neighborhood where there's yards that have an equal separation. They're not, like condominiums. But across the street, there was this one particular yard. It's an abandoned house now. But when I was working late last night, it was getting dark. There was this creature of some sorts. Now, I'm not a schizophrenic. I don't see things that are not there. I don't hear voices. I don't smell things. I can see in the spirit realm, but that's not my schizophrenia. Schizophrenics, they can see in a different dimension, but in a lot of cases, that's not seeing in a different dimension. Those are delusions and hallucinations of grandeur. This was not a hallucination. This thing was real, and I recognized what it. And I recognized what it was. It was what the Paranormal Society calls a hellhound. It was this large dog. All of a sudden, it just appeared on the neighbor's yard, right on the other side of the street. I knew what it was. It was huge. I can tell it wasn't a natural dog, because no natural dog is going to be looking the way it did. It had a sinister type of intelligent look, and and just as I turned to look at it, it was there for about 5 seconds, and it looked up, and it squinched at me like it was gonna jump, and all of a sudden it vanished. I'm no stranger to seeing entities. I'm no stranger to seeing ghosts, demonic spirits, angels. I've been seeing this all my life. Now, what that indicates me is someone in the neighborhood is dabbling in the occult. This hellhound, it also appeared right outside my window the other night when I was sleeping. I sleep downstairs, and there's a small window. And there's a small window in my room that I keep closed. When I got up, I felt this. I felt the presence of this thing. It was just there. It was a very evil, nasty, demonic presence. And I knew, just looking out the window, I knew there's this thing was. Just standing there, just sitting there, sitting outside of my window, just fierce, and just looked at me. It was there for, I would say, for the better part of 10 seconds, and then it made this huge growl. Frightened me, but it disappeared again. Now, whoever the hell you are, you who are fucking around with the occult, I'm going to give you a piece of my mind. The next time this thing appears to me, I'm going to quote the name of Jesus, and I know it's going to scramble away. But just to let you know, I don't invite things. I don't play with Ouija boards. I don't dabble with Satanists. I don't do anything. I don't read anything on the occult. I have schizoid personality disorder. These things come to me automatically. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't invite these evil, negative things. They invite themselves.